Hi, Blake with BlvdHome. So, you have an impeller washer and you're not happy with the results. Well, you're not alone. So let's talk about these washing machines here. And if you have one, or if you're renting from a place that has one, there's lots of things we can do to make you like the machine instead of replacing the machine. So let's talk about these impeller washing machines here and tell you what we can help you out as far as liking the results you get out of your impeller washing machine, because they are definitely different from an agitator type washing machine. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, let me break it down a little bit more for you. We have a couple different types of washing machine on the market. We have the front load washing machines. Now on the top load, we have ones with agitators and one with that little plate at the bottom, and that's called a wash plate. The wash plate is basically a friction action cleaning process. It is taking very low water and taking your clothes, forcing them against each other, basically like rubbing against each other and causing them to roll. Now that is a type of wash system that a wash plate uses. A regular agitator basically fills up with water, and you have a fluid for the agitator to take the clothes and agitate them and then to roll the clothes over within the washing machine. Now with that type of system, it uses a lot more water, so you have the ability to get more stains out of your clothes. You actually have the ability to make them whiter because there's more water in them, as long as you don't use the normal mode. With this type of system, it is very important how you load the machine and the way you load the machine with an impeller type washing machine. It's absolutely critical, because if you don't do these things, you're going to have issues with them. They use a friction based type system. If you take layering their clothes, because they're thinking, oh yeah, we'll just layer our clothes, wrap it around that piece down there just so it's this nice little ring around it. That, number one, is a problem with this type of washing machine. When you do that, because they are a friction based system, is it will twist your clothes into a big long rope. So when you grab them and pull them out of the machine, everything is all wrapped up together and you basically have to separate it to get it apart. The stains are still in there, it's all matted up now, and you're like, oh, this is great. This didn't clean very well. That is the big problem with these. That is just the way it's designed. So what you have to do with these types of machines is you have to take and put them in balls. When the ball rolls in there, it's not tangling into other clothes, because it's really hard to tangle something when it's in a ball, but if it's laid on top of it, it has a tendency more to wrap itself up into the machine. So that becomes an issue. And also when you layer it like that, now you've got all this heavy weight on one side of the machine. Well, the machine has more of a chance of going out of balance. And these type of machines don't use a whole lot of water. They make these big tubs and they're deep and you have all this room in there, but you can't put all the clothes in there you need to. Because if you fill these machines more than halfway, I'm going to guarantee you 100%, put a stamp on it, it's not going to clean very well. And that's strictly due to the amount of water that's put into the machine with the clothes. So because you have this big tub, and if you're putting all these clothes in there, it's not going to wash them, because it has to basically be able to take that wash plate at the bottom with the impeller type and take these clothes and rub them together to clean the clothes. If you got this big load of clothes, you got to be able to take that big load and be able to turn them all the way down to the bottom before they actually start rubbing against each other to clean the clothes out. Let's think about this. Big tub, this much clothes, only moving this part of it, how much is going to get clean? Not much. The best thing you can do for you is do smaller loads. So if you have this and you're saying it's not cleaning well, my advice to you is do smaller loads and take more time doing your laundry. Well, that's terrible. More time doing the laundry? Yeah. That's the way you're going to get your clothes clean. I wish there was a better answer, but that is the honest and truthful, no fluff answer to solve your problems. Now, the normal mode on all washing machines, I don't care who the manufacturer is, that is the eco mode for the washing machine. It is going to give you the least amount of water possible and the coolest amount of water possible, no matter what you select. And even though you select hot, it may give you lukewarm. Maybe. They have to meet the Energy Star savings, and most people just throw their clothes in and walk away and forget about it. That is the way the manufacturers get away with meeting these requirements set forth by the government, because they put it into that mode. So my recommendation is to all washing machines, do not use the normal eco mode. Use heavy duty, use towels, use delicate, permanent press. Use those cycles, because I can guarantee you it's going to give you the correct water temperature that you want, and it's going to give you the water level that's more than normal. And if you have a deep fill option on it, it's definitely going to give you more than it would without it. Now, even if you put on the normal setting, you say, well, gosh, I put on the normal setting, I press the deep fill, that's going to fill it up. Not necessarily. I can't prove it to you right now, but I will tell you, I have taken machines, I put it on the normal eco mode, I have pressed the deep fill, and it fills a little bit more than it did before. Now I take that same machine, put it on a heavy duty cycle, press the deep fill, and it fills it all the way to the top with water. You may want to check your wash machine and put just water in it with and without that mode to see actually how much more it does fill with, because that is an important factor you need to take into account for these machines. Also, the use of HE soap is extremely important with these machines. HE soap is basically a couple things. It's low sudsing, and it has a soil inhibitor in it that holds the dirt out into the water so it doesn't go back into your clothing. Well, when we're dealing with this small amount of water, it's really important to use that type of soap. If you're putting too much of that soap into it, we're taking a lot of soap in very little water with very little clothes, and we're trapping soap suds in the machine. You're putting dirty clothes in there, and you have stuff in between the drums, and it's all coming back out and getting into your clothes. It's not cleaning very effectively because they all have this nice clean washing machine cycle on these, but raise your hand if you've used that cycle. Yeah, I see one hand out there maybe. You don't use it. It's important to use that clean machine cycle about every 60 wash loads to clean that machine out, and use a cleaner with it, or use bleach or whatever the manufacturer might recommend. I recommend Let Me Shine wash machine cleaner. It's the best stuff on the market. It does a great job. Get some of that and run that on your washing machine, because that will help it be clean. You're using too much soap for the amount of water, for the amount of clothes, and the machine's not being cleaned. I know, it's a trifecta right there. This is how you make it better. Clean your machine. Do it regularly, every 60 wash loads. Use less laundry soap than what the manufacturer recommends. Cut it way back. If you have a glass lid, fill it up, let the soap be in there, come out and look at it in a little bit. Shine your flashlight in it, pause the machine, open it up. If you're having soap suds past about the 7-minute mark, you're adding way too much soap for that load. Most of the time, for a load that would fit into this, to be honest with you, to the proper levels, let's say the halfway point, that's maxing it out as far as what you can put in there. You're not talking much of soap. You're probably talking 5 tablespoons, 6 tablespoons of detergent. Definitely watch that with these machines. That's going to help you out with these machines. It's not necessary to replace these machines because they are older or you're not happy with the wash results. The thing is, change the way you do it with these machines, and I can guarantee you, you're going to be much happier with this machine if you follow these tips. I hope this video has been informative, and you're going to take these tips, put them to good use, and maybe you'll like your wash machine. If you have any questions or any comments, please put them below in the comment section. We'll do our best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.